Hi class, this video is going to review some of our algebra concepts. We're going to start with solving equations. So we have 3x equals 18. Here's a one-step equation. There's just one number connected with the x. And then x divided by 2 plus 4 equals 9. This would be a two-step equation. We have two numbers attached to x. There's divided by 2 and plus 4. We are going to solve each of these using two different strategies. First, we're going to do the traditional method, and then we'll do story. So traditional method, 3x equals 18. We want to recognize that between the 3 and the x is hidden multiplication. And we want to remember our inverse operations. Inverse is a fancy word for opposite. And the opposite or inverse operation of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1x, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. And there is our answer. The second way we can solve this is using story. With story, we talk about what happens to x, and then we use inverse operations to undo it. So x goes on a walk, x runs into one friend, runs into 3, and 3 attaches to x with multiplication. We'll put the dot there. And at the end of the day, x is 18. Now we need to undo, see who x was in the morning. The opposite of times 3 is divide 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So x is 6. Either way, you get the same answer, so it doesn't matter which strategy you like. This second equation, we're again going to do it two different times using our two methods. We'll again start with our traditional method. X divided by 2 plus 4 equals 9. First, we get rid of the constant, which is our 4. How do we get rid of plus 4? Use inverse operations. So minus 4, x over 2 divided by 2 equals 9 minus 4 is 5. The opposite of divide by 2 is times 2. We're going to multiply by 2 on both sides, and x equals 10. And one more time with story. X goes on a walk, runs into, divide 2. And then he runs into plus 4, and at the end of the day, x is 9. We need to undo those operations. The inverse opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. The inverse of divide 2 is times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So x equals 10. Got a little squishy there, but it all works. So you're going to be solving equations today. You're also going to be combining like terms and distributing. Combining like terms, they need two things in common. They need the same variable and the same degree. So if I have 3x minus 7 minus 2x plus 4, we can combine our x's because they're both x, that's the same variable, and they both have no exponent up top, so there's a 1 there, so they have the same degree. So when we combine, we are going to circle, underline, somehow indicate the ones we're going to combine. So I'm going to combine 3x with the 2x, but we need to always look in front, and there is a minus. So it's really 3x minus 2x. Well, 3 minus 2 is 1, so that just leaves me with x. And then I'm going to combine my numbers. So I have minus 7 plus 4. So I have a negative 7, positive 4. There's more negatives, so I know I'm going to have negative. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. So my answer is x minus 3. So when combining, just be careful with your negatives. Make sure to take that operation in front of your number, in front of your coefficient. And let's look at distributing. This is super speedy algebra. We're going to do two distributing problems. We'll start with 3 times 2x minus 4. When we distribute, we give the number outside to any term inside. So 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. I cannot combine the 6 and the 12 because this is 6x, and 12 does not have a variable. So that is my final answer, 6x minus 12. Let's look at one more. This one has a little bit of a trick. If there is a negative sign outside our variable, or excuse me, outside our parentheses, we do distribute that negative. So here, when I distribute, it's going to be negative 2 times x, which will be negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 4. Negative times negative is positive. 2 times 4 is 8. And there is our final answer for that problem. So that was super speedy. If that helped you, wonderful. If not, ask a partner or ask myself for some help. But hopefully that gave you a little bit of a refresher. Good luck practicing.